Hello and welcome. Today we'll continue with the expansion of algebraic expressions that we have started. Let's get on with it. So 4ab into 2a plus b minus 2ab into 3a minus b. So we want to first distribute the content of distribute what is outside the bracket to the contents of the bracket, okay, and then we'll simplify from there. So this is expand and simplify. So remember 4ab is a product of several factors, so you don't want to miss out any of the factors. So this is going to be 4ab multiplied by 2a plus 4ab multiplied by b minus 2ab multiplied by 3a minus 2ab multiplied by negative b. Okay, so remember 4ab is the same as 4 times a times b and then times 2 times a. Okay, the same with that, 4 times a times b minus 2 times a times b times 3 times a. Okay, minus 2 times a times b times b times b. Okay, so if we 4 times 2 will give us 8, a times a will give us a squared, so that is 8a squared b plus b times b here gives us b squared, so 4ab squared minus 2 times 3 gives us 6, and then a times a is a squared b, so 6a squared b, then minus but remember this is a negative b, so this becomes plus, so negative 2 times a times b, so that gives us a plus 2ab squared. Okay, now we can collect like terms, so this and that are the same, while these and that are same, so we can say this is 8a squared b minus 6a squared b plus 4ab squared plus 2ab. Okay, so 8a squared b minus 6a squared b leaves us with 2a squared b plus 6ab squared. Okay, 6ab squared. So this is our final answer. So when you expand that, this is what you obtain. 16pq minus 4q into q plus 5 plus 3p divided into 2q minus 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and do and solve this. Okay, so 16pq minus 4q times q gives us 4q squared. Okay, 4q times 5 gives us 20q plus 3p times 2q gives us what? 6pq, and then 3p times negative 1 gives us negative 3p. Okay, now we can collect like terms, so pq's, and then the key we don't have the q squared, so that's going to be 16pq plus 6pq minus 4q squared plus 20q minus 3p. Okay, so 16pq plus 6pq gives us what? 22pq minus 4q squared plus 20q minus 3p. Now we have a practice question for you. You want to pause the video and practice this. Okay, now that you have practiced it, let's see whether we have the same. So 2a squared multiplied by a, so that's a squared times a, that's going to be a raised to the third power, so that's going to be 2a raised to the power 3b. Then 2a squared times b, so b times b, that's going to be b squared, so it's going to be 2a squared b squared plus a squared b times a, that's going to be a raised to the third b minus a raised to the second power b squared. Okay, now we can collect like terms. So 2 raised to the third power a raised to the third power b plus a raised to the third power b plus 2a squared b squared minus a squared b squared. So 2 plus, remember there's a 1 here, so 2a squared b plus 1a squared 1a cubed b gives us what? 3a cubed b plus 2 minus 1, remember there's a 1 there, that gives us with what? A squared b squared. Was that what you got? Pause the video and try this other question. 3xy into 4a minus b plus xy into a plus 3b. Okay, now let's try and solve it together. So 3xy into 4a, and that's going to be 3 times 4, that is, so that's 12axy. Then 3xy times negative b, that's going to be what? 3bxy. Okay, plus xy times a, that's axy. Then xy times 3b, that is plus 3bxy. Now we collect like terms. So 12axy plus axy minus 3bxy plus 3bxy. Okay, so 12axy plus axy gives us 13axy. Now negative 3bxy plus 3bxy cancels out, so that leaves us with a final answer of 13axy. So as a take home, employ all factors in the expansion. Don't leave any factors out. Make sure you employ all, distribute all the factors that are outside the bracket into all the contents of the bracket. What I mean is that if you have something outside the bracket that has a lot of factors like 4a b squared, so make sure that you don't leave out a, or you don't leave out one of the b's, or you don't leave out the number 4. So always make sure that all the factors are taken into consideration, and then remember to simplify. That's it on expansion of algebraic expression part 3. Thank you for watching.